tank truck. It's a series of tubes. Tubes. Anyone here has defined what net neutrality is. Tangled up tubes. I just the other day got internet was sent by my staff at 10 o'clock in the morning on Friday. It's a series of tubes.
You just really...
Hi, everybody. It's another Sunday with Indie Intertube.
Woo!
Your home for all that is hot and streaming in the world of online, independent entertainment. Happy BC Day. We are still in Victoria, BC, and tomorrow is a holiday. This is a long weekend, and a beautiful one at that, which would be why we have no backdrop.
Yeah.
And frizztastic beach hair. Because that's where we've been for the last 2.5 days.
I could cosplay as a Klingon right now. I have Klingon hair.
No.
And I'm drinking my drink funny because we're not sponsored and I'm not showing labels.
Yeah, because nobody can tell what you have there.
They don't know. Anyway. Hey,
Hi, everybody. Happy
know
BC
what?
Day. Did
Woo!
I say that already?
Yes,
yeah,
you did.
I did.
You know what? Actually, BC Day's tomorrow, isn't it?
Tomorrow, yeah.
Yeah. Guess who's got a birthday this week? Then I know for sure, because I memorized it.
Who?
Rob Paget.
He does not.
He does too.
Shut up.
He was born on August 4th.
Shut
That's
up.
Thursday.
Well, but when it gets closer to the time, I will wish him a happy birthday.
All right. No.
Look who's in the chat.
Who's in the chat? I can't look right now because
Tanya.
I have to adjust things. Is she really?
Yes.
That's awesome.
Smexy lady that she is.
Oh, look. No, it doesn't look quite so awkward, and I can still see the page. The wireless mouse that I was using obviously needs new batteries because it's failing.
We are the home of the tech problems.
Woo woo!
But Shad's laptop is fixed.
It is!
They called today, which of course does us absolutely no good because they closed during the show.
They called at 4.
Yeah.
And they closed today because it's Sunday at like 4:30. I think.
Something like that.
Something weird.
And they're not open tomorrow. But by next Sunday, things will be better.
Oh, look, birthday boy. Coming up, birthday boy woodness. Coming up, birthday boy is in the room.
Woo!
He's like, what? Huh?
I can barely hold a pen. I'm so sore from kayaking. I don't know what we were thinking.
What? I don't understand why you're so sore. What were you doing?
Because you're not short and sitting on top of a kayak.
I am short and sitting on
going
top of a
against
kayak.
the current.
Wait, I was right beside you.
In
dork.
the wind, fighting your kayak but mine was overinflated for some reason.
Because it got heated up and the cylinder's inflated funny. But still.
That has nothing to do with web series.
No, it's not like you went rock climbing. That doesn't.
And we have
We do.
6 web series to talk to you about today. 2 of which are upcoming guests on our Wednesday Indie Intertube radio podcast.
This weekend.
And we're
next
very
week.
excited about it. Yes, this coming Wednesday and the following Wednesday.
Ooh, and we have news for Thursday.
We do have news for Thursday. We do. We have a secondary podcast this week that's going to be very interesting to those of you who are fans of One Life to Live and maybe or maybe not might want to get some information about the Prospect Park deal.
Ooh.
Not promising you anything because I highly doubt they're going to be able to tell us anything, but you know us and we're going to try. Right?
Yes.
Yeah!
Should we tell these people what it's about? Or
Go ahead.
which one?
The Thursday podcast. They're our preview to Pod for the Cause.
Awesome. All right. So our Thursday podcast is one that we call Pod for the Cause because we do a podcast for Daytime Stars and Strikes. I believe you go to daytimestarsandstrikes.net.
I believe so.
You can get more information there, but basically what it is the cast and crew, past and present, of One Life to Live.
Guiding Light.
Guiding Light, AMC, any one that's available, usually for this weekend.
A lot of One Life to Live and former Guiding Light cast members, One Life to Live cast members, and As the World Turns cast members.
Yes.
Because they were the final 3 being shot in New York.
They go to the Public Transit Authority in New York.
To Frames, the bowling alley.
To the Frames Bowling Alley, and it's very nicely done. It's a fantastic event. And they bowl with fans, and they auction off items and everything else.
To raise money for the American Cancer Society.
And they have, this Thursday, we'll be talking about some of the items that will go up for auction.
That actually, no,
before.
hey, that's the new one. They've already gone up for auction. They started yesterday.
Oh!
Yeah.
Woo!
Mm-hmm.
But they're before the actual event, because the event's in October. Yes.
Yes, the event is in October in New York City. We have been at the last 2.
Yep.
We're
And
not sure we're
this-
going to be able to make this one.
This one may be the actual...
Ah.
Hold on, let me finish.
It may not be,
I don't
though.
care. I'm going to
Okay.
still finish it.
All right, you do your thing.
God.
I'm sorry.
For the most part, most people believe... Stop it. That this is the last one. Would you... You know what? You talk about it then. Go ahead. No, go ahead.
Come on.
Go ahead.
No.
You gotta talk about it.
No.
Obviously, I'm misinformed. So go, hey.
No.
No,
Go
hey.
ahead.
Look,
No,
hey.
I'm drawing on my page.
Oh, stop.
I'm drawing
See,
on my page.
no,
now.
stop. You have to talk about it because I am misinformed then. And I don't want to give any wrong information. So
It's
you need to
actually
talk.
probably not going to be the last one. If the Prospect Park, what I was told was that if the Prospect Park went through and One Life to Live continued online, it would not be the last Daytime Stars and Strikes.
Well, awesome.
See? But I told you that.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, I did.
No, you didn't.
You don't listen to me.
I do listen to you. You didn't tell me.
Anyway, we are going to have Jerry Verdorn, formerly of Guiding Light, and now on One Life to Live, and Liz Kiefer, formerly of Guiding Light,
Woo.
on the show on Thursday, along with Wendy Medore, the event coordinator, talking about the items that are up for auction now, raising money for the American Cancer Society, as well as the event in New York in October. The first year that we worked with them, 2 years ago, we raised almost $13,000
Almost.
for them
Dude, you're
on our
so
own.
Close.
After their event, we did a podcast in December. After their October event, we raised almost $13,000, and last year it was closer to $6,000.
Yeah.
Between 4 and 6. So we were pretty proud of that.
We were, and we actually we should auction something of our own off for it, because we have a T-shirt signed by Beth.
We have a T-shirt signed by Beth. We have a bowling pin signed by the entire final cast of Guiding Light, but I'm not giving that up.
No, we're not giving that one up.
Nope.
Not
Not happening.
But the shirt, because little known story, she went to a couple of them, and then stopped going, and then she went to the one last year,
Mhm.
and I don't know if she's going this year or not.
I don't know. I haven't talked to her
But-
in about a week.
One way or another, it's a Daytime Stars and Stripes shirt that she wore while she bowled. We have pictures of her signing it,
And then
as
took
well
off
as her
and
wearing
signed
it.
and gave it to us.
Yeah, so maybe we'll auction that off.
I think we should.
We'll auction that off.
I think we should.
For
Yeah,
that.
that's a good idea.
We'll bring that up on Thursday.
Okay.
Anyway,
We have a lot to talk about today.
we do. Go ahead and tell me about Wednesday.
Which Wednesday?
Do
This coming Wednesday.
you want to do this coming, or you want to do the next one?
No, let's talk
Okay.
about this Wednesday. This Wednesday's a big one.
Okay.
Did pay close attention. Buffy fans, especially, pay close attention. Bunnies. What?
Go ahead. No, I didn't say nothing. Go.
Do you have a theory?
Quite possibly.
What's your theory?
Bunnies!
Oh, yes. Buffy fans, Emma Caulfield is going to be on our show this coming Wednesday, along with her creative partner, Camilla Ranson. And they are going to be talking to us about new media and web series and this space and multi-platform projects, including their new multi-platform project, which is now fully funded and then some through Kickstarter, called Ripped. Their previous online comic called Controversy.
It's a great little comic.
And their current web series, now in its second season, Bandwagon, which we will be featuring on the show tonight, and which won our Comedy of the Week award on the podcast last Wednesday.
Yeah.
They're going to be on the show on Wednesday, and everyone should be excited. Because I am a big Buffy fan. I'm a big fan of Emma's and Camilla's, because the Controversy is amazing. And Bandwagon Get out of here. Get out of here.
They have Tracy Toms this season.
They have Tracy Toms on this season, and
Hi, Emma.
Tubi is back. And
Are you to see Tracy?
it is, if you have not seen Bandwagon, tonight the clip we're going to show is their season 2 trailer. But if you have not seen it, they're only 3 episodes into season 3, and I think there were 10 in the first one. And the first season, I mean, that was a movie that they made into a web series, but we'll talk to them more about that on Wednesday, and about why that decision was made, and it led into a season 2 being produced as a web series, and just, we'll talk about it in a second. But that's who our guests are going to be this coming Wednesday. So if you are a fan of web series, if you are a fan of transmedia projects and multi-platform distribution, if you're a fan of comics, and most especially if you are a fan of Buffy the Vampire Slayer, and you loved Anya and her bunnies, then please, you do not want to miss Wednesday's podcast. I mean, it's going to be...
That'll be fun.
Awesome.
That's just going to be a whole boatload of fun. Because if she's even an inkling, if there's just a smidgen of her...
Of Anya and her?
No, of reality from
if
Bandwagon
I'm telling
her.
you, if she's anything like her Bandwagon character, I totally want to buy her a beer.
I know.
I want to hang out with her.
Be like, we'll just buy the whole cast a beer.
Yeah.
And go.
Totally.
Or cocktails. Whatever.
Because Bandwagon is one of the best web series I have seen.
It's funny.
It is.
I'm alright.
Okay. And the rest we're just going to tell you about as we go through. Because we've got fumbling through...
You gotta tell them what's coming next, the week after.
That's what I was just about to do, but we'll do that when we play the clip.
Okay.
So, because, here it is, quarter after. We got 45 minutes. We got a lot of clips to get through. These people don't want to hear us talk. They want to see the clips. They want to know what we're showing. They want to know what's coming up. Okay?
Right.
So, let's get right to it. Bandwagon was created by Emma Caulfield, Camilla Ranson, and Kari Bowman. Emma and Camilla, like I said, will be our guests on Wednesday. Season 2 just began. There are 3 episodes in, and I believe Wednesday, as luck would have it, is their release day.
Ooh.
And then, of course, we'll be talking about Ripped and Controversy. As Venice Riley, our intrepid dog Los Angeles correspondent, said the other night on Twitter, Bandwagon is like Entourage for chicks.
Yeah. Because somebody else said, Armless just said, is that kind of like Curb Your Enthusiasm? I'm like, no.
No.
It's much more like Entourage.
It's much more like Entourage. Emma plays a...
herself.
Stylized...
Emma is an actress.
version of herself.
There you go.
As does Tracy Toms. And Camilla and Kari Bowman are both in it as well.
Yeah.
As different characters. They all have their Twitters, and you can follow them on that, and we'll try and put those up in the chat room.
Their website is
urbanglee.com. That'll take you to their YouTube page, where you can watch all of season 1 and the first 3 episodes of season 2, as well as see their Kickstarter trailer and the one we're about to show you.
Mm-hmm.
It is laugh out loud funny. So really, there's nothing. Show the trailer.
All right.
Since I last saw you, I just went on a very interesting path, and one I'm just so grateful for.
Help animals developmentally disabled.
Tangible spirituality. Obesity in this country.
I really believe that. I really that's my hope.
Like I said, I'm just gonna get it out of the way. I'm just a really, 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 really big fan.
But I am a big fan of yours.
Oh, what's been going on? What are you doing?
Right now, I'm working with these kids.
Uh-huh.
You know, it's in this school in the inner city, and it's really inspiring. You know?
She got an urban glee. It actually
Urban
does like an
Glee.
urban glee. It's a really good idea, urban glee.
Have a coffee with Tracy Toms. What a great
Hi.
day for me. Normally just gotta look at ugly writers all day. What do you guys got?
Urban glee.
At Urban Glee.
The Urban Glee is what he said he's gonna call it.
Glee meets
Good Times or The Jeffersons before, they moved on up.
So it's Glee.
No, it's not Glee. It's not Glee. It's more realistic. It's more gritty. Do the right thing. Do the right thing.
Yeah.
Like, shit's about to happen and go
Singing and
crazy.
dancing,
But they're singing and dancing. Exactly.
See, I think you're missing the point that what she's trying to do is do something for us. We don't have a Glee.
Okay.
They have a Glee. We don't.
Just an audition. I don't know. I'm just trying to play ball.
Black girl / hooker.
Yep.
Oh, I love that.
Right?
I love that.
Okay, I have this concern about
Okay,
it.
what's the concern?
But, the guy was really excited.
Give you Bramley.
Here I am. Hi. She's not black. Did you train? Have you? Because she.
Yeah. Used to cheerlead.
Like James is the new director of, the project, y'all project.
Just because he cries all the time, they fucking give the kid an Emmy. You know what I'm saying? If we could have this,
boring. That's lazy.
I thought it was offensive.
Hi, Emma.
Yeah, you know what happened 6 years ago? It shook me a little bit, and it caused me to reevaluate my life.
Are you here to see Tracy? We're not allowed to talk about it because he signed stuff.
I feel great about everything that's happening right now.
We're ready to tell stories about complex people who happen to be black.
I seen what's love got to do with it. I know Tina Turner, she was saying 9-year-old Brian Gay Kill. That's spiritual. Like you bang a bowl and you get some beads and shit.
So you have a responsibility to all black people on your shoulders.
Hold the fuck up. What the fuck? What do you mean?
What?
What are you talking about?
What?
What the fuck? I'm gonna tell Tracy you're not being very nice.
I don't give a fuck what you tell Tracy. You can tell Tracy I ain't being very nice, and I'm gonna tell Tracy that I don't trust your ass. That's what I'm gonna tell Tracy.
It really affects people in urban areas.
I don't want to see little black kids get shot while they singing.
They have it bad enough.
Namaste, bitch.
Most great artists in history, people would say they were a diva or difficult. Many were often clinically insane.
My new best friend is Bramley. She told me to dress it up. We went and saw Black Swan together.
Oh, yeah, it was pretty good.
It's about best friends.
What do you mean?
What do you mean?
I don't mean any, I don't know.
I understand.
It caused me to reevaluate what I wanted to say, and was I saying anything? And to,
Your eyes are like the sunset telling lies on Santa Monica side, hoping for that dream, that life. Working weekends in the stereo is trying to make a miracle, singing out loud, but it's only temporary. God, I'm gonna eat you up, and I'm gonna do your drugs, all because I knew I could. I'm coming young Hollywood.
Well, you're saying to gay it up in here. I can do what you want me to do, and it's not Sylvan S's, okay? It is hip-hop street thug. Look at this. I will fuck you up, bitch.
Namaste, bitch.
It's so hard not to laugh out loud every time I see that trailer.
You don't gotta tell me about Tina Turner.
You don't have to tell me about
I'm
Tina Turner.
just spiritual and shit. I need to get you some beads and bang on a bowl. I love Namaste, bitch. That is, it's just one of those kind of shows.
You have to watch it. And trust me, in order to get all that is Tubi,
you have
to watch the first season. So make sure
like the whole
that you watch the whole of the first season, and it's all there on YouTube. Just put it in a playlist, sit back and enjoy yourself.
Enjoy it.
Because it is
awesome.
Yeah. You'll be quoting it to your friends in no time. Trust me. You will share it with your friends. You will quote it with your friends. You will quote it on Twitter. And then make sure that you tweet Emma and Camilla and Tubi and let them know at Team Bandwagon that you like the show. because trust me, you will.
Right, it's at Team Bandwagon and
At Emma Caulfield,
at
all one
Bandtubi.
word. At Camilla Ranson, all one word. At Team Bandwagon.
And at Bandtubi.
Bandtubi.
And Tracy Tom.
Chandelier has one too.
I love Chandelier. Just, Anyway, what's next?
What's next?
Yeah!
What makes you think that anything is next?
I'm on a roll because we told them that we had more than one clip. Just, Oh, I know what's next. It's who we have coming on our show next week.
On August 10th. Correct. Woo! On August 10th, on the August 10th podcast, Indie Intertube Radio, we are going to be having the creative minds and some of the actresses or cast members from Fumbling Through the Pieces, which is another web series that we're going to show you the trailer for. Their first season just ended, so you don't have to wait for the release of episodes to see it all. You can watch it all in one sitting, and you're probably going to want to. It was created by Julie Smith, who will be on the podcast with us. It stars, among others, Kelsey Robinson, Hilary B. Smith from One Life to Live and Venice the series, and Diane Delano, who many of you, I just know, will remember Diane Delano from Popular, the television series created by Ryan Murphy that was way ahead of its time and only lasted 2 seasons. She was their science teacher and was one of the most memorable characters in all of Popular. And we cannot wait to get them on the show. And I'm not sure if Kelsey Robinson is going to be with us on the show or not. I hope she is. So I'm hoping that we get all 4 of them. Julie Smith, Kelsey, Hilary B. Smith, and Diane Delano for Wednesday, August the 10th on Indie Intertube Radio podcast.
And don't forget their DVDs should be coming out too.
Their DVD should be coming out soon. They just recently had the finale for their first season. And like I said, many of you will know Diane Delano from Popular. You'll know Hilary B. Smith from One Life to Live and Venice the series. And the show is a phenomenal, obviously the theme today is Dramedies. It is a phenomenal dramedy that will have you laughing out loud 1 second and concerned for someone's safety the next.
Yes.
It's really very well done. I almost think Hilary's better in this than in Venice. I mean, it's a toss-up.
They're 2 different well, no, actually, they're not 2 different character types.
Well, no, not really.
Kind of, but kind of not.
I love her in this show.
Yeah.
Because I love her chemistry with all these other actresses and allows her to really play comedy. And I love that. So, let's just show you a clip. So here is the trailer, first season trailer for Fumbling Through the Pieces.
Thought I would be happy to see you.
Nice to meet you, Jesse.
Nice to meet you too.
So, what do you want?
Oh, well, Steph, I brought my pictures.
Jesse?
Yeah?
Okay.
Paper bag. Okay, what about your friend Barb, the wayward psychic, your best friend? She stayed here. God, you remember how that was? That was bad. That was really bad. She knocked on the bedroom door. We were just being natural, and she walked right in.
Okay, now see, you get all excited.
We talked about this. Remember I told you a month ago I was coming out? I left you another message 2 days ago.
I never got a message. Oh, God, that's strange. I wonder what that means.
It means that you don't check your messages.
I still am surprised.
Yeah, but I know what that is. Your sister's coming to stay with us.
utilize or don't eat me.
Ellie, I need you to join me in this conversation right now, okay?
I'm here, sweetie. I'm here. It's just, Jesse, we talked last month, you know, and you said you were leaving him before. So what happened?
So I left him. I got in my car and I left him.
Why are you just staring at me? I mean, if you're staring at me, you must want something. That's why you're here. What do you want?
Oh, well,
Shara, I was talking to you. I want to hear what Jesse has to say. Why do you think it is that you have what it takes?
Have what it takes.
Well, you're pretty and you have a nice body and an innocent look and smile. I want to see your teeth.
My God, what if something happened, Jesse?
Calm down, okay?
Wow. Really? This is quite a new beginning and a new voice of reason.
Shut up, Shara.
Would have thought Barb had a pup.
Shut up, Shara.
Okay.
Jesse? Oh, Vince? Vince, I can't find Jesse. She's gone. I have no idea where she is.
As somebody in the chat room just mentioned, there is not even a bit of weak acting in this show.
No.
The acting is as good as you're going to see in any web series, and the writing is really good as well. And I can't wait to see what they're going to do for their second season to top this. I can only see them getting better. And Armless also said that it's got one of the best theme songs, and I would agree with that.
It does.
I really would agree with that. It's a great show, and make sure that you tune in to our August 10th podcast on Wednesday, August the 10th on Blog Talk Radio, when Diane Delano, Julie Smith, Kelsey Robinson, and Hillary B. Smith will be our guests to talk about Fumbling Through the Pieces. Now I see that, or I thought, I don't see her in there now, our next clip's creator, director,
she's been going in and out,
brain person, is a friend of the show, has been on before. We actually got to meet her and spend some time with her in New York. She's the brains behind this next show, and it's Downsized, the series. Created and written by Darren Strauss, who also stars in the show. Who is, in my opinion, a brilliant writer. Has an absolutely perfect feel for dramedy. And has a hell of a way with an awkward situation.
I mean, we're waiting for her to do some sort of like awkward horror.
Right? Because that would be
web
just
series.
Killer. She's going to do a soap. You just know that's coming, don't you?
Something.
And it's going to be perfect. And while we did not have a trailer clip,
we got one
available to us for this particular series, we figured what better way to learn about the series than from the very lips of the creator. So here, instead of a trailer, is 1 minute with creator Darren Strauss.
Hi guys, I'm Darren Strauss and I'm the creator of the web series Downsize. I knew a lot of people that were getting downsized or were worrying about getting downsized, and I wanted to create a show that was about the real experience that people were going through in this country. Thought I would create a show that was basically a series of two-person scenes. I had seen the show in treatment, and they created these two-person scenes that were very interesting, and you weren't bothered by the fact that they were in one location for a stretch of time. And I had these wonderful actors, and I wrote these two-person scenes specifically for them, and then strung them together in order to create a bunch of different intermingling stories so that it had a crash-like structure. And we could really experience the economic crisis from every culture and every different lifestyle.
I love Darren. Her little hat.
She's so cute, and she's so smart, and she's such a good writer. I think she should be creating something all the time.
Yeah.
And if you haven't seen Downsized, obviously now you've seen right from Darren what it's about. It really, really is good. They are midway, I think, through season 2, and the new episode just came out today. So make sure that you go and check out Downsize the Series because I think you're really going to like it. It's an outstanding show. Are we ready to move on?
Yeah. Whenever you're ready. We're just boot scooting through.
Okay, fabulous. The next show is, excuse me, I have a little itch there.
Good job.
A lesbian web series. Although you don't, I promise, have to be a lesbian to find it funny, dramatic, or good.
Any jokes.
Right.
Except maybe
They have completed their second season.
They have.
And they went to a subscription model for their second season as well. Now, the first season is no longer up on the internet. You can purchase the DVD. But we wanted to feature them for a number of reasons. We're hoping to secure them as an upcoming guest on the next show. We are on a show in August. It's a really good show. It has a large fan base. And yet, it's not really talked about in the larger web series community, and we think that it should be. They have a successful model. It worked for them, and we can't wait to talk to them about it. It stars Jill Bennett, who is extremely well known in our community and who I am personally a big fan of. And they were able to go to the subscription model to keep their show sustainable in the second season. Now, I don't know if they're producing a third season or not.
Mm-hmm.
I know they had Meredith Baxter in the second season, and Suzanne Westenhofer is part of the show too.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm a huge fan of hers. Saw her live at the Jewish Community Center in Vancouver a few years back. I will never forget that show. Seriously, one of the funniest women on the planet. And Jill Bennett has the most pretty eyes. Does she not have beautiful eyes?
Yes.
Got to see her kiss Mariel Hemingway. Oh, yes. Remember that movie? Mariel Hemingway, Jill Bennett.
Yes.
Guarding the Vice President.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Yeah.
I should probably stop talking now.
Would
and
you,
we'll show you the
like
season
me to
1
show them?
trailer for We Have to Stop Now.
So, Sonia, how did you decide to begin doing it?
Obviously. It's because I have boobs.
What are you looking for in this process?
Well,
You know, ever since I read How to Succeed in Marriage Without Really Trying, I love that concept about being precious with other human beings.
Hey!
sorry, did you say something?
Oh, hey!
Susan, I do have something I'd like to discuss.
That I don't want to talk about.
Tough.
Can she just say that? Can she say tough to me?
Okay. Are you two getting divorced?
Yes.
Yes.
This decision that you've made to continue your relationship and to continue therapy, it doesn't have anything to do with the fact that your book is #1 on the New York Times bestseller list, does it?
Okay, it really works best if you guys just pretend like we're not here.
So how's it going? The movie.
Well, technically, it's a documentary film.
Shit.
What? Can she say that?
Don't do that.
What?
You're not supposed to look at the camera. We're not supposed to look at the camera, are we?
Oh, I got evicted, I think. Put this notice on my door gate or something. I crashed with you guys for a few days.
She never wears pants, Susan.
What do you want me to do? She's my sister.
What if it was my mother and she never wore any pants?
I think we seem to have reached an impasse. about something that puts us on a little more common footing.
You mean common ground?
Okay, are we going to talk about how she uses her little historical brain to
That is so
distract
not a word.
from the emotional dialogue that's occurring?
Dinah and I have already discussed.
Why is it so difficult to just use words properly?
Oh, you mean words like Jew?
Converted Jew?
Okay, okay. We have to stop now.
I'm actually... I can't get past that part where she slaps her. It just kills me every time.
I just like the look on the therapist's face. I'm like, this is their therapist.
Now, I will be completely honest. We have not seen season 2 yet. Because at the time that it came out, we could not afford to buy subscriptions to a couple of the shows that we wanted to. And so we had to let that go. But we do support them. And we will be having them on. And I can't wait to talk to them about the experience of having a subscription model when nobody else did at the time.
Right.
You know, and
Especially-
what that must have been like to go from season 1 being free to the public and have to make that decision to then go with a subscription model for your second season in order to get the season made.
Right.
So, yeah. $24.95, I believe. Armless was what season 2 was. But go to their website and check it out. I mean, it's a really funny show. They're fantastic people who give a lot back to the community and have made the community their lives for quite a while.
Yes.
And
Well,
we'd be honored to have them on the show.
Like
we
you
will
said,
be.
Jill and Kathy both also have a podcast, a website, a Twitter, and I mean everything all involved.
Active
They
on
are
all, politically active.
involved.
Yeah.
Which is good.
Yes, and I'm really looking forward to finalizing some details to have them on the show because it'd be an honor for us to be able to interview them and talk to them about what their experience in web series has been like and what they think of a lot of the other niche gay and lesbian web series that are out there and how they're doing and get their opinions on stuff. They're interesting
And what they
people.
watch. I want to know
I
what
would
they watch.
love to know what they watch.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's a question.
Woo! I think we're doing okay now.
We're all right. We're good.
We're doing all right.
We're doing good.
We are doing good. We are really doing good.
Cricket's asleep. People are really just paying attention to her. That's,
I know. Cricket's the star of this whole thing.
They're like, oh, look at the dog. Sleeps. Oh. Yeah.
Cricket's depressed. And trust me, if you have never seen
She's such a sensitive little dog.
depressed chihuahua, you do not want to ever see that.
No.
You don't.
This is actually her pretty good. This is her calm and just sort of relaxed and in the comfort of her mom's lap right now, but no.
Yeah, we took somebody to the airport on Thursday who has been a constant in her life since
been here.
for the last year and a half.
Mm-hmm.
Or almost a year. Last year. And that person has not been here since Thursday and won't be here since Tuesday. And apparently it's mine and Shad's fault.
Yes. It's all our fault.
For taking the person away.
There's nothing worse than thinking your dog has to go outside to go to the bathroom and because she's by the door and you let them out and they stand there at the top of the steps like, are they coming? Is that them? How about over there? What? No? Me? No?
Cricket should have her own web series. Maybe we should shoot one with her. We should just make Cricket the web series.
Cricket the web series.
And Cricket the comic.
An Indie Intertube production.
Motion comic. Cricket the motion comic.
Yeah.
She's like, I'm still through with you. Do not
She's
even
like,
talk about me.
"Shh,
Do
don't
not
go
utter
into-
my name. I'm done.
Don't go into business ventures with me. I'm Seeps. Anyway.
Okay.
That would have been a great segue if we had like a pet-derived web series, but we don't.
Right now.
Anyway.
We don't. I wish there... You know, there aren't really any... There's web series coming about dog walkers, which we'll be talking about Unleashed on the show very soon. But not about animals. There should be a web series show. We could put a little cricket cam. Do you think? On top of her head?
They make one. Remember, there's one at Best Buy that you can hook onto a helmet or a harness?
Hey,
I
Rob.
think you should hook it onto a dog harness.
Rob and Tanya, why don't you guys do the Cricket web series?
A Day in a Dog's Life?
Day in the Dog's Life.
Cricket Bee.
Vampires, zombies, werewolves, and chihuahuas. Vampire chihuahuas.
Oh, no.
No.
That's
On that
some
note,
CG.
let's move on to people with far more talent than we have, shall we?
Yes,
Uh,
please.
East Willie B is our next series. It is an original, multi-platform Latino web series.
Really?
And they released multiple episodes a week and have interactive content around those episodes, as well as a very in-depth website. It is a very clever show, has an outstanding cast. It's set in New York. I believe all of their cast is from New York. And you should definitely check them out. They are also on Twitter and have a website. And I think you'd be very pleased. It's very, hipsters are moving into, you know, your area. Don't run from the hipsters. This is the season 1 trailer for East Willoughby.
This is Bushwick. Your ad said Williamsburg. East Williamsburg.
What do you think caused the recession? White people.
This is still a Latin bar, all right? I don't know why everybody's tripping.
I have some ideas in bringing this bar alive.
We need to put some ass in here, some titties.
It kind of reminds me of The Burb. And that's an older web series.
Yeah.
And if you haven't seen that, it kind of if you have, it's in Williamsburg. And I sound like our intro.
It's a series of
It
dudes.
reminds me of a slightly hipper Burb. I mean, it's really good. I haven't seen all of the episodes yet. I'm about halfway through. And we're hoping to maybe get them on the show sometime soon, too.
That would be fun.
We've got a lot of guests we're trying to work out the dates with and get on the show. And, you know, what's really funny is that I never would have found the show, East Willoughby, had it not been for getting involved in some tweets about ethnic diversity in web series. And an article that had been done, I think, in the New York Times, I believe so. Darren from Downsized would remember. And I just happened to retweet something that East Willoughby tweeted about
Their cast?
not a lot of diversity in the cast of the shows that they'd mentioned.
Mhm.
And then Darren spoke up and said hers is, which it is. Downsized is a very diverse cast.
Right. Los Americans is.
Well, yeah.
Every single month.
But that's how I found them and how I started checking out that series and became interested in what they were doing. So, in a way, I guess I have the lack of diversity in some web series to thank for finding one as diverse as East Willoughby. And I really hope that they can come on the show soon. Woo. We should do a whole thing about web series about hipsters. Because we could get them and the Burb and
We're with the band.
We're with the band, yeah.
Yeah.
Hipsters are bad, I think.
No, they're not. They're just misunderstood.
They're misunderstood. Hipsters are misunderstood. Armless, I would say, Armless just said Venice is diverse. Venice is diverse. But when I'm talking about diversity in web series, I'm talking about something like Los Americans or East Willoughby or Downsized, where you have, you know, African American cast members, you have Latino cast members, you have across the board. It's not, you know, it's not just any one
group,
ethnic group, but a number of ethnic groups together on one series. It's just like when you talk about daytime series, I would say One Life to Live is probably the most ethnically diverse cast on daytime. As much as I loved Guiding Light and watched Guiding Light, it wasn't.
No.
I mean, let's be honest, it wasn't.
It's very, very Caucasian. They had a redhead.
Not necessarily that the people of color are lead instead of supporting, but that it is a slice of actual life.
Right.
Not just, you know, a web series or a television show or a movie where a bunch of Anglo, you know, whiter than white people have gotten together to do a web series, and in order to be diverse, they said, hey, I know.
Let's find
the one African American person we know, or the one
smart Asian guy that we know.
Exactly, and we'll throw them in the web series and call ourselves diverse.
And
that
make
does
them
not work for me.
stereotypical types.
Well, yeah, and I mean, I grew up in Florida.
That's diverse.
That's pretty diverse.
Hello.
And I would say that there are a number of web series that are not, and you don't need to be ethnically diverse.
Hemi is making his debut.
But yeah, Armless definitely has it. Boring white people is exactly, it's perfect, and we live that existence a lot of the time, in different places that we go.
It's really kind of scary up here, just because
Victoria's very English.
It's very British.
Very British, very white.
White, and yet there are various parts of it that are extremely diverse.
Yeah.
They have a great Asian culture, great Indian culture,
Mhm.
great French culture. And then, it's people freak out. It's weird.
But, I would much rather watch a show like Anacostia or East Willie B or Los Americans than I would, a show about a bunch of boring white people who have absolutely no flavor, for lack of a better word.
Cricket agrees, if you can see that.
Well, I would say, Rob Padgett said they had vampires, zombies, and werewolves.
Yes!
That is damn diverse.
Especially when they're all mixed
Applaud
together.
them for that. Cross doing
Yeah.
things they do.
God.
That was almost dirty, Rob. Okay.
Wait, it was.
Yeah, truth.
We all
Let's move
remember
on
Tanya
to
the negligee. No.
That wasn't dirty. That was hot. Sorry.
Anyway,
I had to say that. Okay, let's get to the last clip that we're going to show you guys for today. Well, the Ron Show sounds good to me. A bunch of white folks trying to kill each other. I'm there for that.
That's like the Axe Club.
Yeah. Our last series is O Inverted World. It is created by Terrence, and I hope I'm pronouncing his last name right, Cray. It is an extremely original show, and that is probably the biggest compliment that I could pay them. It's about 20-somethings, and they're dealing with life and time rifts and the dead rising and a prophecy. And really, there's no other way to describe this show except that it is completely original and intriguing and very interesting and most definitely worth a look. This is the season 1 trailer for O Inverted World.
I had no idea the moon had cartographers.
Selenographers. It's very, very different. Hey,
Mina.
Wilhelmina. You sure have changed a lot since high school.
Pretty sure I look exactly the same, but I graduated, moved back home. Not really a lot going on. Do you think this is it?
Something's bound to happen.
I'm Celine. You're cool with teleportation, right?
I'm cool with what?
She said we were chosen.
What?
The other night, she said that the moon was going to fall into the earth and that we were the ones chosen to stop it.
Right here in this town. The moon has a very different effect.
We're looking for your cookbooks. Chill out, everybody.
I'm messing with you.
Can I tell you to keep an eye on her? It's just hard when you have issues.
That
Hey man, you got anything to drink?
So you're not really me. Right?
I think I am, dude. Why is your dad here?
It's not my dad. It's my future self.
Look, it's no big deal, so when I touch people, they disappear.
That is not normal.
Well,
we're almost positive that that is not normal.
It's good to see you.
don't. Really?
What?
This? I get it. Your high school girlfriend moves back home and suddenly it's convenient again.
Why are you acting like this?
Because the fucking moon is falling to the earth.
I don't wanna live without you. I don't wanna live without you. I don't wanna live without you. I don't wanna live without you.
I think not only is it extremely original, but I think, and I just said this in the chat room, it's odd in the best of ways.
Yeah, and it really makes you think. In some points, you're like half the time.
Some episodes I had to watch more than once because I was so fascinated with the episode that I would watch it through, and then I'd go, "What in the hell did I just watch?" And I just replay that again because I have absolutely no idea what it was that I just saw. So I think it's something that I really cannot explain the show, and I think that's really odd that we, of all people, can't find the words to describe this particular web series.
You have to watch it. It's like one of those things. It's like kind of trying to describe Donnie Darko. You really just can't.
Exactly.
You have to watch it, and then you watch it, and you're like, oh my goodness, and then you discuss it, and it's one of those kind of shows. So, yeah.
So that was our show about Dramedies. Now I know that there's a lot of Dramedies that people were tweeting me about today that we left off today, but some of them we considered branded series, and we're going to do a special episode about branded series later on. And we've got a lot of web series still to cover in your summer web guide, and then, talking about on Wednesdays the current shows that are currently in production and releasing episodes. But we are proud of a community that creates so many web series, and of the fact that even in our chat room, and those of you who are watching who are familiar with this space and who watch web series all the time might at least come away from every one of our shows with at least one that you haven't seen. And I think that's really cool.
Yeah.
And that's what we're out to do, is introduce you to new shows and try and encourage you to share them with other people so that we can further facilitate television's move into a new frontier, which is the digital platform. And that's it.
Yeah.
Remember, this coming Wednesday, August 3rd, Blog Talk Radio. You can find us through our Twitter, our Facebook, or our website, indieintertube.tv. You'll get a link to our Wednesday live 2-hour podcast where this week's guests will be Emma Caulfield and Camilla Ranson from Bandwagon, Contropassy, and their upcoming multi-platform transmedia project, Ripped. That is going to be a show you do not want to miss. You want to be there listening to that one this coming Wednesday, and next Wednesday when we have cast members and creator of Fumbling Through the Pieces.
On August 10th. But other than that, also, for those of you who want to rewatch this, or maybe you missed it on Sunday,
or you want to show it to a friend, or it was your show that we mentioned and you want to let people know at what point they can tune in and hear what we said or see what we said,
you can catch us on YouTube. Tomorrow, we will be uploading episode 5, this episode,
to our YouTube channel.
On Monday. And then Wednesday, of course, is our show. And then Sunday will be episode 6, and so forth, and so on, until the end of time.
Or until we run out of money.
So yes, so if you missed it and you want to watch it again, if you need to share it,
it'll be uploaded at some point tomorrow afternoon on our YouTube channel. The first couple of episodes did not get up because of technical difficulties, but right now on our YouTube channel you can find episodes 3 and 4.
And the YouTube
please go and watch, share it, comment, like it. Thanks.
Woo. The YouTube search and listing of our videos is kind of weird right now. I don't know if it's because YouTube is making all the changes they're making, but if you type in on our channel, which is YouTube user /Indie Intertube, And in the search box, type in Indie Intertube episode. It will actually show them in the list, even though it doesn't show them right now for some reason. Because YouTube is weird. Anyway, that's our show.
That's our show.
This is Cricket.
Enjoy the rest of your Sunday. For those of you who are in British Columbia, have a happy BC Day tomorrow. And we will be talking to you, and you will hopefully be hearing us Wednesday, August 3rd, Blog Talk Radio, 4 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. Eastern. Until then, have a nice night. Say bye, Cricket. Cricket, say bye. No, are you going to be awake now?
It's not something that you just dump something on. It's not a big truck. It's a series of tubes. Tubes. Surely anyone here has defined what net neutrality is. Tubes. I just the other day got internet was sent by my staff at 10 o'clock in the morning on Friday. It's a series of tubes.